So this is going to be a video about TikTok Shop Live algorithm. I already made a video about TikTok algorithm for videos and how they work, but I haven't really seen anyone make videos for live algorithm because there's not so much information about it. But based on my knowledge and my experience with lives, based on other people that, I've been teaching, based on like my 6, 7, maybe even 8 months of experience with TikTok Shop Lives. So first thing, same as all social media platforms, it's mostly just performance based, but just with one thing. Why mostly? Because there's one thing you need to know is new accounts. So if you have new account on TikTok Shop Affiliate, you just got applied to TikTok Shop, you just got verified with TikTok Shop, and those accounts usually get pushed out more into algorithm. They usually get more views, and this is just to basically test your account, how good you of a live creator it actually is. I'm going to talk about it in the next slides, how to get your push start with TikTok Lives. And if you're just starting out, if you just got new account. But like I said, this is basically performance based. So after your first couple of lives, you might get less viewers or more viewers, more sales, less sales. It depends on the algorithm and if you actually triggered the metrics for the algorithm or not. I'm going to talk about it right now. So how TikTok live algorithm works. After you start your live, it will be recommended to a small group of people, like with videos, will be recommended, and based on all the stuff that I'm going to share you in the next slides, based on all that information, it's going to decide to give you more or less traffic on your current live and on your future lives, like tomorrow, day after, whatever you're going to go live. So TikTok Shop live metrics. You have live showcase, your product that you actually added to the live. Not your account showcase, but live showcase. Next is how many sales you made, your purchases, how many people actually bought the products from your live. Product clicks, how many people just clicked on the product. Your time on live, how long you made live, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 5 hours. Shares, comments, likes, and average view time or scroll rate, where just people scroll through lives, and if they see your live, they start watching for how many minutes or seconds, and or they just scroll past right away. Also have little star you can see here on product clicks, shares, comments, likes, and it's just not from one person. So let me explain on that. When you just go on live, you have, for example, one phone that you go on live from, and you have your second phone, which is your second account, and you start clicking likes on there, you start commenting from that account, you start clicking the product clicks. It's not gonna work because it's just one account, one person. If there's a lot of people just starting liking the live, sharing the live, commenting, a lot of people started also, buying and viewing your account, your showcase, all that stuff. A lot of people, not just one person, not just one account. That's how algorithm triggers. If it's just one person, two people, it's not gonna really work. If there's one person in your comment section that's comments, that likes, does all that stuff, shares, but it's just one person, it's not really gonna get you more views. But if many people do that, many people share the live, many people comment, many people like and being active, TikTok's gonna understand that this live is engaging, people actually interested in it, and it's gonna get pushed out to more people. So let's go in depth on each of those metrics. First is your live showcase, which is the product that you add to the lives. Again, not your account showcase, but live showcase. So what you actually add to the live before you go on live. So if you have no viewers, you have no sales, the goal here is to just try different products, because your views on live and your sales as well depends on the product that you add to the live. Hear me out. So I know one lady who made $100,000 in 22 days with TikTok Shop Lives. She was selling outdoor lights, outdoor house lights, and she made 100K in commissions, not GMV, commissions in 22 days. And so she was averaging like, let's say 600-700 viewers on her lives. She went on her account, same person, same skill set. She went on live with Beach Waver, like the thing that curls your hair. She went on live with that product. She had less than 10 viewers and obviously way less sales. So it depends on the product. This is very, very important. If you're not getting views on live right now, you're not making a lot of sales, you have less than 10 viewers on the live, this is the product. Mainly, it's the product. Next is purchases and product clicks. Sales is the most important metric you should aim for, because you're there to make money and sales make you money. You're not there to get a lot of views, shares, comments, product clicks. You there to make sales and generate commissions for yourself, nothing else. So this is your number one priority. If you have just one thing out of all this list, it's going to be purchases. This is the most important thing. If you made sales, everything else does not matter. If you have 1,000 viewers, if you have 1,000 likes, if you have 1,000 shares, 1,000 comments, or 1,000 purchases, the most important thing there is going to be purchases. 1,000 people bought your product in the live. And then you're going to get pushed out more, and then you're going to get more of all the other metrics. But the most important is purchases and sales. Product clicks, it's just showing interest. But if you have a lot of product clicks, if you have like 100 product clicks and no sales at all, that might be bad. If you have a couple purchases, somehow good. The more items you sell in a short period of time with high conversion rate, so more viewers convert into buyers, and the more traffic you're going to get, viewers, right? The more views you're going to get on your live. Maybe not on your live right now at the moment, but on your next live, let's say tomorrow. Let me give you an example. So the day, it was 2 days, but I made $15.9 thousand in commissions in like 4.5 hours. So first day I went on live with that product. I was, first I got like 100. I was averaging before about 100 viewers on that account with different products. First 10, 20 minutes, it was like 100. Then 20 minutes pass, 200-300 viewers, 20 minutes pass, 400-500 viewers, and it kept on that. And I was selling a lot of products. I was selling like actually a lot, and it was high ticket item. It was more than $100 per each item sold. I sold a lot. I probably made like three something thousand in a couple of hours there. Next day I went on live after that huge day. Before that I didn't have any days like that before. Next day I went on live. I sold out the product completely because I started live not at 100 viewers but at 500 viewers. And then I got to 600, 700, 900, 1,200, and then went down to about 1,000 viewers, like 1,000 to 1,100. And I was just selling out the product after product, listing after listing. I was just selling out all of the products that were like the same product, but from different sellers, right? I was just selling them out completely. And I got more viewers on my live because the day before I generated more than usual. I generated way more commission and sales more than usual. So TikTok sees that, you generate a lot of sales. Let's try to send him more traffic, more viewers. Maybe that's going to lead to more sales. If it does, more traffic again, more views, more sales. Boom, boom, boom. It just converts like that. But again, you need to optimize everything for just product sales, whether that's choosing the right product, doing your research, having good script, having good sales skills. Again, I teach most of that stuff. And yeah, the second day I made about 12 something or 11 something K in like hour or two in commissions. So you can imagine how much of a jump that was from like $3 something thousand in like 2-3 hours to 12K in just 1 or 2 hours in commissions. Not GMV, I'm talking only commissions here. So it's very, very important. If you have outstanding day, go on live next day, same product. Try again, you're gonna see more views most of the time. Sometimes you're gonna see about the same, but if you actually had huge day before, you're probably gonna see increase in viewers. Next is your time on live, and this is very important as well as consistency. So this is like a little formula here. If you have and you make a lot of sales, you go on live for a long time, and you do those two things consistently every day for about the same time, about the same sales or more sales, this is how you're gonna succeed with lives long term. I know a guy on TikTok that went live in a row, I think more than 200 days with TikTok Shop Affiliate. More than 200 days in a row. Probably closer to 300 now. This guy has an averaging from 600 to 1.2, 1.3 thousand viewers on his lives. He does different products. He goes on live for a very long time. I see him every single day. He goes on live for probably 5-6 hours minimum. And he makes very good money. In first 2 months of him consistently going live, he made over $30,000 from just lives. I don't even know what that number is right now. After more than probably closer to 300 days in a row, every single day for a long time, go live. different products, same person. And he gets better over time. He gets better over time. He has consistent viewers that check up on his live. You know, he has some following just because he goes live every single day. Again, TikTok Shop affiliate. He just sells products. For TikTok live tier list linked, right? You have 60 minutes or less, which is about 80% of people that go on live. Actually, I think maybe even 90% of people that go on TikTok Shop live, they go for under 1 hour. They just go for under 1 hour. So if you beat them, it's going to be better for the algorithm. Algorithm just sees this person goes on live for 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. This guy right here, hour and a half every day, hour and a half, 2 hours, hour and 25 minutes, 2 hours again, every single day. He does consistently. He does, pretty good time. He makes some sales. Let's try to send him more traffic. Over time, you're just going to win in the long run. You might have a person, I know a person that made $30,000 in one day in like 7 hours on live selling vacuum cleaners. I know that person, but he just made 30K in one day in like 7 hours, which is good. It's good. It's fucking amazing. But after that, he just stopped going live completely. He just stopped. I just don't see his account going live on live at all. He just got the money. He's chilling now. But over a long period of time, you're going to have consistent money coming every single day, every single month, just because you're staying consistent, you're going for long hours, and you're making a lot of sales with good products. Plus, you have good relationship with brands, so you probably have higher commissions. You have a lot of more benefits. If you have any violations, the brand's going to help you with your account and blah, 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 blah. It's just better. Let's get back to live tier list. So you have 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 120, and 180. So if you go longer than 180, you are in SS plus tier on TikTok. There's like, ABCD, SS plus thing. So 60 minutes or less is average, is what everyone does. If you go above 90 minutes, this is what your minimum should be. So if you make good sales, you go on live every day, you go for at least 90 minutes, you're going to win over time. Simple as that. You cannot not make money with that tactic. You choose different products, you find your winning product, you stick with it every single day, and you go for a long time, you make sales. There's no way you're not going to make money. But if you go longer than 180 minutes and you still stay consistent and you still choose good products and sell a lot, it's even better. That's what I do. If I don't make any sales for like 30, 40 minutes, again, this is the tip from the person that made 100K in 22 days with TikTok Shop Lives. I just know that from her. So if she was not making any sales for 30 minutes, she might have viewers, she might have product clicks, comments, all that stuff, but not making any sales, she will just stop the live after half an hour. And then she will, wait for a couple hours, try again, maybe different product, maybe different time. If you don't make any sales for like 30, 40, 50 minutes, you have viewers, don't matter, just stop the live. That's my opinion. Because you're there to make money, to make sales. If you're not generating sales, just stop it. Why would you waste time, right? It's your time, it's valuable. Next, if you generate some sales, you have at least a couple of sales, you see, your viewer count increases, blah, blah, blah. Great, stay on live for longer. Again, tip from the first days where I was starting out with lives, the only thing I would say to myself is go on live for longer. So when I just first started out, my first week with lives, no experience before, I made 1.5 or 1.7K just from lives. One day was $800 in commissions in about 5 hours. It was crazy to me. But the only thing, I got lazy. I got fucking lazy. I see that money. I see, wow, cool. Now we can chill. No, that's when you actually start to go longer and better and improve. That's how you build up the momentum. When you stop doing that thing again, this is just dumb. This is just dumb decision. If you want to win long term, when you start to win a little bit, this is when you go harder. This is not when you start to chill out. No, this is when you need to go harder, longer, better, and improve. That's it. Next is shares, comments, likes, average view time, and scroll rate. So all of those, they call like viral metrics that can possibly get you more viewers, but not more sales generated. So it can lead to more sales, but it's not directly correlated. You need to just engage with your viewers to improve all of those metrics. For example, you can say something like share this live with your family or friend if you think, they will benefit from buying this product at the good price right now while it's still in stock. Add some urgency there. For example, that lady that was, that made 100K in 20 days with outdoor house lights. So she had the app on her phone to change the colors of the lights, and she put up a colors of some football team, and she would ask the comment section and viewers something like, what's your favorite football team? What are their colors? And people start commenting, blah, 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 blah. For example, as well, I'm selling a projector right now on lives and with videos as well, like just a video projector. And I can say something like, my favorite movie is blah, blah, blah. What's your guys' favorite movies or TV shows or something that you're about to watch or something like that? And people just start commenting that stuff. It increases engagement, plus it boosts your trusts because people know that, he likes this, I like this, he's a real person, he likes something, I probably trust him more now. Maybe that's also my favorite movie. People just buy because of that. Also, people buy on trust. For example, if I don't know something about the product, I would say, I don't know this. I actually have no idea. You can research on your own, but me personally, I don't know that. For example, I'm still selling the projector, and it was December 21st and the Christmas 4 days away. And somebody in the comment section asked something about the projector first. I answered that. And then they asked about if it's going to be delivered before Christmas or after Christmas. And I said, well, usually people get them in about 5-6 days. I'm not going to tell you that, it's going to be delivered tomorrow or in 2 days or 3 days. Probably on December 26, 27, because people usually get them in 5-6 days. So let me know if that works for you, if you have any other questions, blah, blah, blah. And then I continue with my live. There's no comments and stuff. I just continue with my live, continue with my script, blah, 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 talking about the product. And about a minute later, I see order, another sale. And that person commented again, thank you for, being honest. And I just ordered. I said, thank you, cool, blah, blah, blah. So just being honest gave me the sale. And not lying to people also just feels great. When you lie, you just feel like, you lied. Not great. But you tell them the truth, you help the person. She got great projector at a good deal. I got my commission. Cool. Again, let's talk about your first live. So the goal for your first live is to generate as many sales as possible and be on live for at least, again, 120 minutes. I don't care. Even if you don't make any sales, just go on live for that time. If you don't have viewers, you don't make sales, and it's your first ever live, don't stop it after 10 minutes, after 5 minutes. Just go for 120. Also, if you haven't started any lives before in your account and you're about to, you're getting ready to it, first thing you need to understand about the algorithm and how to warm up your account before you go live for the first time. So that's what I did with my account when I just was starting out. So I got my new account. I posted just videos only for like about 5-6 days. Then I found out that I can also go live, and I said, why not? Let's try it. And then I went live after I had like 15-20 videos posted already. So also warm up your account. So how to do that? You just scroll on TikTok, you like videos, blah, blah, blah. You just watch some stuff, you scroll on TikTok, and you post a couple videos at least before your first ever live. So you just got your account verified, you just started with TikTok Shop, post a couple videos first. They might be about anything, but TikTok Shop videos where you actually link the product to the video. Just post a couple videos, scroll on For You page, and then go live. Do not verify your account and 10 minutes later go on live. First of all, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna get any viewers. Your live will not be recommended to any people at all. And you will not make any sales. So it doesn't make any sense to do that. So warm up the account, post some videos before, and then go live. Now let's talk about best long-term strategy for live, just based on the stuff that I talked about before. First is try different products and find ones that work. What that means? You try different products, you go on live, you see if you get sales, because sales is most important, and if you get viewers. If you have both good views and sales, continue with that product. Next is you learn more about those products. You do a research, you read reviews, you read a description, all the features. You maybe talk to the seller about something that you don't understand. You do research on Google, you read Amazon reviews, you read TikTok reviews, you compare prices with Amazon with different sellers, and platforms that they can get that product from. You just do your research as much as possible. First of all, it's gonna help you understand the product more so you can answer people questions on lives, because people gonna comment questions all the time. And second is just gonna be confident that you can answer questions, you know everything about the product, so you are way more qualified and you know way more information about that product than 99% of all people. Next is to just go live every day and stay consistent and go live for a long time. So for like 2 hours, 1.5 hours, 3 hours, and go live every day. So take as little breaks as possible. Just go on live every day. Basically treat it like a job that you just, you set time when you're gonna start live, when you're gonna end live. And maybe when you go on live, you start it, you see you have more viewers than usual, you see that you sell more products than usual, go on live for longer. Again, go on live for longer. You're not gonna regret it. Trust me. Making more money is never gonna be, my regret, really. And after that, you just stay consistent with lives. Again, you go every day on live, same product for a long time, a lot of sales. Boom. Then after your product starts to feel slower, after maybe a couple of weeks, after maybe a couple of months, I don't know, depends on the product. After it starts to feel slow, then you try again. You just try different products, see which one work, and you learn about those products. You go on live every day for a long time, you make a lot of sales, and you repeat that process again. For example, with the products, you mining for gold. You have 2 mines. For one, you go there, you mine for a little, you see a gold spark. So you go to second one, you mine for a little, you get like 1 kilo of gold. Go mine that one. Do not come back to the other one and try again. No, just stick with it as much and get as much gold as you can from there. If you found a good product, just do it. Just go on live with that product and just do it. Don't focus on nothing else. Don't try to research different products. If you found something that works, just focus on that. Do not spread your focus over different products. Oh, I'm gonna start making videos because I see a lot of people making money with videos. Just do the thing that makes you money and it feels great. Just do that thing. Just focus on that. Do not focus on different product if you already have something that's working right now. Just stick with that as long as you can and as long as it works and makes you money. And again, if you have any questions about this, just comment them in the chat or in community feed. Just make a post about something if you have any questions, and see you there.